Hello, hello, hello. What's up, what's up, what's up? Y'all ready? We back with another one. If you would like to contribute, Cash App is Journey of Sins, and the Patreon is Journey Gaming. Journey Gaming. It might be Journey underscore gaming. It might be Journey underscore gaming. But we're gonna go ahead, y'all. This is episode 25, I believe. How y'all been enjoying the series? I've been loving it, man. Check out my TikTok, Journey Gaming. It might be Journey underscore gaming. It's either always Journey Gaming or Journey underscore gaming. My apologies, y'all. Whew, I had to run outside right quick. Okay. Yeah. So if you want to contribute, I'm not monetized, so I would appreciate any and all support that I get. I'm giving you guys this content. I'm working on some stuff. I'm working on the tiers for the Patreon. The Patreon is not complete, but if you would like to join early, it is $5 a month for the novice adventurer level. I think it's novice journeyman is what I have it as. So you can go over there and contribute with the $5 a month. If you would like to send to the Cash App, it is Journey of Sins. We're going to go ahead and get back into this. This is Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot, the first cases. We're going to go ahead and I think this might be it right here. I'm not sure. I think it's more. Because I think it said it was on like 18% done because we had the prelude and then we had the, hold on, y'all. Let me grab my phone right quick. Hold on. Give me just a second. Yeah, we had, hopefully y'all can still hear me. I got up. We had the prelude. And then we had this case that consists of blackmail and it just turned into a murder. So we finished wrapping this up. I think there might be some more cases on here, but I'm going to take a break from this and we're going to play something else over here on the YouTube channel. And if you are from Twitch and, if you want to go to Twitch, if you're on YouTube and watch me live, the Twitch is Journeys underscore gaming, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Why am I doing that? It's 3:12. Okay. So I'll stop at 4 o'clock. 10 minutes. Okay. So the Patreon is about to tell y'all right now. Journey Gaming. Patreon is Journey Gaming. The Twitter is, X now, formerly known as Twitter, is Journeys Gaming. So it's with an S. Journeys Gaming. And the Instagram is Journeys Gaming, and the TikTok is Journey Gaming. Okay, Journey Gaming. So it's either S or no S or an S with an underscore, okay, and then and gaming. So thank y'all for coming. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Let's continue. I still got to go back and add in the details and description and everything like that. But I thank you for those who come by. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and please, if you go over to Twitch, which the Twitch is, I don't think I told y'all the Twitch. Yeah, the Twitch is Journeys underscore gaming. Please hit the notification bell because I do not have a set schedule for that yet. I'm trying to get one, but please hit that bell for me, please, and do the same on YouTube, please. Thank you. So let's continue. Might be finishing this out today. It says chapter 8. Yeah, this game has been lit. I do want to play more of it, but we're going to take a break and play something else. I'm trying to decide, do I want to stream on Twitch or let's talk to Elizabeth. Poor Elizabeth, damn.
Oh, yes, detective. I don't know where it is.
If you have been honest with me until now, I ask that you continue.
I'm sorry, I really don't know. Archie dropped it out of the study window and he said he would deal with it. I couldn't bear to touch the thing.
I have the knife in my possession. I believe that from Mademoiselle's reaction, she does not know what became of it. She is unaware of the efforts that Monsieur Sterling and Mademoiselle Rahana went to mask what she had done. Monsieur Sterling was not lying when he said he would do anything for her. I know. I feel bad for him.
Please, I was only protecting myself. I didn't want to hurt him. He just wouldn't let me go.
See, this is what happens when you break the law and then you start lying to try to cover it up and other people get involved. This is why it's just best to come forward because, yeah, it's not worth it to put yourself in an even deeper hole, you know?
Oui, mademoiselle. I know. Mademoiselle tells quite the harrowing story.
I cannot imagine the Major acting in such a way. But Elizabeth could not make up such a story.
After learning what I have about the Major's character this weekend, I would not question the lengths he would go to in order to keep his secret hidden. I know that you share a close bond with Mademoiselle Elizabeth, but you cannot allow your personal feelings to taint your belief of what took place.
She has committed a terrible crime, but she will live with that for the rest of her life. She is not a cold-blooded killer.
If what she says of the Major's attack is true, she acted in self-defense. And in the law's eyes, a crime has not been committed.
And Margot, with her sneaky ass, called herself trying to help the case. But she trying to do that to cover up her tracks with her blackmailing, using all the maids that she was handing out to her friends. Oh yeah, you should hire one of my maids from the homeless shelter that I made for all the homeless women on the streets. Yes, please hire one of these young ladies to come and work for you. And I'll be using them though behind your back to go sniffing through your stuff and get intel so I can have it and use it as leverage against you.
I will do everything I can to make sure her story is heard and a fair trial is conducted.
I believe the version of events that Mademoiselle Elizabeth has confessed to are true. The Major, having fallen into a fit of rage at the prospect of his sordid secrets coming to light, he attacked the young Mademoiselle and drove her to do what she had to do to protect herself. Yeah. She put herself in a dangerous position, but there is a small part of me that commends the duty she felt to find justice for her beloved and the other workers that lost their lives at the Major's orders. Yeah, because Hugo knew about it. I believe Gideon knew about it. I believe everybody knew about what the fuck the Major had done, except for Elizabeth, which I'm surprised. That lets you know she wasn't seeking revenge. If she was saying that she overheard him and Hugo arguing, and then she goes in there to see if what Hugo was saying to him was true, then she was completely, and that means she just found out about it. But a lot of people already knew. And they sitting up in her face. And ain't nobody saying nothing to her. Which is, I mean, what do you say about that?
Mademoiselle,
Yeah.
it is time I address the house.
Now we gotta go downstairs.
What will you say?
I can assure you.
Elizabeth was right, though.
Whew.
She's...
Mademoiselle, when Detective Poirot speaks, they will listen. Would you ask the guests to convene in the library?
Yeah, matter of fact, I think I'm about to cut my, hold on y'all. I'm gonna stand up right quick, move my mic back. I want to cut my little gaming light on my desk. I got RBG and sometimes I'll be in the mood, to have it on. And this is one of them times where I'm in the mood. Let me make sure it's all the way. That's good enough. Yeah, this is one of those times where I'm in the mood for it, so give me just a second. I think I'm gonna put it on green. But yeah, and Margot is trying to cover her damn tracks by making it look like she's trying to help with the damn case. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, Margot. What the fuck? Oh, man.
Of course. And what of the staff?
I mean, shit.
I have told Monsieur Sterling to remain in the staff quarters with the others. When the authorities arrive, they shall be dealt with. You have been of great help to me throughout my investigation, and now that it is over, I have one final request.
You only need to ask.
While I am speaking with the guests in the library, would you watch over Mademoiselle?
You don't think she will try to...
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm skipping
her
through all this
position, I
because we already went over this. I think it's in the last video where I started, but I had to stop. So I know my cuts may be abrupt. Like I said, once I get the PC, I can start editing. Yeah. So I apologize for the pauses. Here we go. And I hate these parts. These are the parts I be messing up on. You would,
Detective, you have spent more time making us sit and wait for you than anything else.
Madame van den Bosch, if you think I have spent my time focused on anything besides uncovering the Major's killer, you are sorely mistaken.
Okay.
I'm sure you will be eager to share your findings with
Look
us
at Poirot walking around that bitch, okay?
Madame. Firstly, to understand the truth of what has occurred this weekend,
Spiffy. He's
one
spiffy.
must know the timeline of events that not only preceded the Major's death, but succeeded.
He
We are all
debonair.
well aware of what happened before, Detective. You can save your breath.
You are only aware of what the guilty parties wanted you to believe. But
Right.
now I shall apprise you to the true events. The reason for us all being here, you know. The altercation between Monsieur Demire and the Major, you know. The body of Monsieur Hagen was found while we were all sat enjoying a most delicious meal. That you also know. But what was kept from us all was that his body lay on the study floor for far longer than was thought.
It was that servant. She found him.
S'il te plaît, monsieur. It was indeed young Inga that found the Major's body lying lifeless in the study.
So it was her.
Monsieur, I will not allow for any further interruptions. I return to the Major's body. If we are to believe the scene that we were presented with, the Major must have been killed during the first course of our meal, a meal that none of you left, even for a moment. Speaking in the evening, you all confirmed one another's alibis, and although there was doubt in the validity of some, I confirmed that they were indeed all true. What I could not understand was how a man came to be found dead, and every guest accounted for at the time of death. That is until I questioned the latter. Monsieur Beckers, I shall now allow you to speak. You saw the Major smoking a cigar in the snow. Is that true?
It is.
False. You saw what you were meant to see. Someone in the Major's coat standing outside, giving the illusion that the Major was still very much alive. Monsieur da Silva, on the afternoon of the Major's death, do you recall hearing a telephone ring?
Now that you mention it, I have not heard a single ring all weekend.
Correct. The telephone lines have been down for the duration of our stay, meaning the telephone call that was received and promptly directed to the Major's study was yet another act of trickery and deceit. But it did not end there. When I entered the study for the first time, it was obvious someone had already been there and falsified the scene to stage a burglary and clear away important evidence, including the murder weapon. What followed was an investigation that had already been hindered. But even those lengths were not enough to derail me for long.
I think we have all had enough of your self-praise, Detective. Perhaps you would like to tell us who killed him now?
Madame, as I'm sure you would expect, it is not as simple as that. What many of you do not know is the discussion that was had between the Major and Monsieur Beckers earlier that day.
What has that got to do with anything? I told you I didn't kill him.
Damn, sir.
That I
Calm
know to be
down.
true. What you do not know is that it
Damn.
was not only his ears that heard your spoken words.
I hope you are not implying I had something to do with it.
No, Madame.
Oh my
There
God,
was
everybody
another.
sounding guilty. Calm down.
Mademoiselle Elizabeth. You are all aware that the Major was hired by Monsieur da Silva to front the security during the workers' strikes. What very few of you know is that it was the Major's order that instigated the vicious attacks on those unarmed men and resulted in numerous deaths, including Mademoiselle Elizabeth's fiancé, Luc. Monsieur Beckers confronted the Major, declaring that he was to hand himself in. That is what Mademoiselle Elizabeth overheard. Now, knowing the truth, she waited until the Major was away from his study. After he stepped outside, following the confrontation with Monsieur Demire's fist, it looked to be the perfect opportunity, or so she thought. The Major returned and found her looking for the proof she required to hand him over to the authorities.
If the maid bumped him off, why hasn't she been arrested?
The events that followed in the study are not those of a cold-blooded murder, but one of a young girl that had no other option but to protect her own life.
Sounds to me, Detective, like you've taken a shine to this young girl and would rather protest her innocence than arrest her for murder, the crime she has committed.
Jeez, this is gonna make for a juicy story.
But you scandalous hoe.
Mademoiselle,
Can't stand her.
I ask you this. You have seen the Major's anger before, oui?
What if I have?
How do you think he would have reacted if someone was to find proof that he had committed a terrible act, and that if made public, would surely result in his incarceration? Exactement.
It is quite the story you have told, Detective, but all I have heard is that Elizabeth overheard a conversation blaming the Major for her fiancé's death, and she murdered him in revenge. A servant killing a man that is as revered as he was. She will face the noose.
I am not denying that a man has lost his life, but it is not the crime of murder that you all believe. While the Major did not deserve to die in such a way, it was his actions towards Mademoiselle Elizabeth that drove her to defend herself in any way she could. Mademoiselle Elizabeth will be punished, but we will let the law decide the severity of her punishment.
Yeah.
She has played you like a fiddle, Detective, acting the innocent victim. She will be arrested and hanged for her crime, like every other cold-blooded killer.
Here.
Give her what she deserves.
The girl has got to pay for what she's done.
Y'all act like y'all haven't done shit. And this what blew me, right? I could not have been clearer with what occurred in the Major study. They all have forgotten their own perceptions of the Major, the terrible crimes he has committed, and what he has done to them all in one way or another. Yeah. That's because they got their own shit. People love to sit up and be like, oh, you deserve this. This person deserves that. Yeah. But don't think about what the fuck they've done in their lives. They be forgetting. And thank God for the second chance that he gave you. You know, some people, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know this game been hitting home for me, man. I'm sorry, man. I've been trying and trying. Oh my God. Anyway, I cannot allow for Mademoiselle Elizabeth's sentence to be negatively influenced by those in the house. I must help them to see how their past actions have led to these unfortunate circumstances in law. Exactly. They don't want to see the role that they have played. He finna go around the room and correct everybody, and I'm right with him. I mean, when I say y'all, anyway, yeah, remind them, see, of their Yes. But, yes.
Those of you that are calling for the hanging of Mademoiselle Elizabeth.
Right.
Have you forgotten the roles you played? Your actions have been far from innocent.
Right.
Look, Detective, I see where you are going with this, but it's not going to work. So maybe the strikes were down to De Silva and Beckers. But don't try and drag me into their mistakes.
What?
Mademoiselle Conrad, if you are so confident of your innocence, perhaps we should begin with you.
Okay. I'm confident. I'm an independent woman. I'm wearing a pantsuit. And that's coming from a woman. Motherfucking, I'm bossy, Khalees said ass. I'm the first girl to spell on that track. Yeah, it's her. It's her and shit. Oh my goodness, you know. you feel, but tell me, why was it you entered the world of journalism? Damn, how do I approach her?
To uncover truths. To show the world what it is really like out there.
Why then do you go to such lengths to concoct and fabricate stories?
Ooh.
Listen, Poirot, I am
Damn
not
it.
going to stand here and be accused of something like that. You know how damaging that can be to one's reputation.
Damn it.
You knew the situation surrounding the strikes, and only sought to swell the anger in people and create further chaos. Mademoiselle, you so often have something to say, and now is not the time for silence.
Ooh-wee.
You really are delusional. Maybe you should just keep your theories and claims to yourself.
Sound like some shit you need to do. Shaming. Yes, I'm shaming
Talking
her.
of sacrificing lives, have you forgotten what you have done?
She got some leverage.
Look, it's...
Mademoiselle, I do not have time for your excuses. Do you wish to state your direct involvement, or should I?
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Damn it, I gotta start all
but
over
I
again,
did
y'all.
nothing wrong. I must say, though, you certainly put your heart and soul into
I
it.
fucked up, y'all.
All that matters is what happened in that room.
Now is the time to admit your lapse of judgment. You allowed Mademoiselle Conrad to manipulate you like a puppet.
Ridiculous. I told you already we spoke about the strikes, but she hardly had the authority to make me do anything.
Man, I wanted to get her ass so bad.
Detective, I'm afraid you're misunderstood. That is not how it was. It was not my intention for things to escalate as they did.
Okay, I
Could not
got
have
that one.
predicted that would happen. Jackie was documenting everything to do with the strikes. She wanted our story to be heard and wanted to know how I was handling the negotiations.
And they were handled by yourself?
Naturally, if I cannot handle simple negotiations, I am not fit to be in the position I am in.
As long as you manipulated your every decision. Proud of your work. Are you proud of the decision you made during the strikes? I'm gonna do this
No,
one.
it wasn't like that.
This
Damn
is
it.
not a tale that has been created.
I'm not gonna mess
The
up on all
facts
of them,
I
y'all. I
speak
might.
came directly from your mouth yesterday. Why is it you cannot admit she exploited your passion and desire for your men in front of the other guests?
Nothing is ever simple, Detective. I'm sure you understand that better than anyone.
Because you have continued this pageantry long enough, it is time for the truth be told. And those that do not have a voice, surely you will not allow another one to be lost in the wind of social discrimination. I'm gonna go neutral.
You're right, Detective.
Got
I
him.
tried so hard to deny my part, but I know only too well that my decisions led to the death of those men. I know I cannot excuse what I've done. I just want you all to know that I am not a hateful or malicious man. I only wanted to prove that I was the right man. I have lived in other shadows for so long. I thought I would be able to finally step into the light and be the one that everyone remembered, not forgot.
So,
Monsieur Da Silva offered me a deal and I turned it down. I thought I was doing right by the workers. But it was only myself I was thinking about.
okay. No, you go. Don't feel bad, because you're going to be probably like one of the only people that can actually face themselves when they mess up. You know? Yeah, man. Don't know. Yeah, I ain't going to be too hard on you, because see, you can face your mistakes. Unlike Jackie over here, motherfucking...
What more proof do you need? He said it himself. I made a generous offer to reach a resolution, and he turned his nose up at it.
Oh, I'm about to get on you
It
next.
was not that simple, though. An offer was made. But Monsieur Beckers and the workers would never have been forced into that position had their working conditions been satisfactory to begin with.
This is outrageous! Do you plan on blaming everyone for doing their jobs? I suppose it makes you feel better about yourself, doesn't it?
He was defensive when he discussed the matters of his blackmail, and that was a private conversation behind closed doors. I cannot imagine he will be forthcoming in front of other guests. Exactly. He's going to need some convincing to admit his faults. If you were simply doing your job and treating your men fairly, there would not be a strike to talk about. Oh, insulting. I have never heard such a pathetic attempt to justify one's actions. The problem stems from you and your decisions. Ooh, which way should I go with him? Damn, that's a... Charmin. And y'all notice that about me. I be having outbursts into random fucking commercials, y'all. Yes, random commercials. My goodness today. Okay, anyway, if you were simply doing your job and treating your men fairly, I think...
It may be a big deal to you, but I am used to work as not being happy with something. And most of the time, that unhappiness is directed at me. When you're in charge of your own factory, you'll understand. I handle the situation the best I could. If you think otherwise, maybe you have proved us all right, that you aren't the great detective you claim to be.
Claim to be supported by facts and truth. You were willing to pay an anonymous blackmailer that accused you of the same?
You said it.
Damn
Anonymous.
it! Why am I fucking up?
I don't know them, and it doesn't sound like they know me. When you have something people want, money, they will do anything, including constructing lies to get their hands on it.
I wish I
Monsieur de
could...
Silva, you seem to have forgotten our previous conversations.
I recall them just fine, thank you. A police officer trying to manipulate facts to fit his own agenda. Shocking.
You know what? Intentional or not, your arrangement with the major fighter started claims of abuse against your staff and the hiring militia. Those are facts that have been twisted to my agenda.
Is that what you plan to do?
Oh,
Accuse us
goodness.
all of something until we feel enough guilt that we agree to allow the girl to walk free.
Damn it, I'm
The
fucking
events
up.
that led to the Major's murder are not as simple as you have tried to convince yourself.
I'm fucking
I
up
have
with this one,
uncovered
y'all.
what initiated both the murder of your workers and of the Major. It is you that refuses to accept the truth.
Apparently anyone can
Damn.
become a detective now. I really don't know how you gained your title.
Yeah, I'm fucking up today. I'm right with you. Shit, I ain't gonna...
Order and
Order? There's no order in beating down who you consider suspects until they have no other option but to admit something, guilty or not.
Or not. Ooh. Goddamn.
Monsieur da Silva, you have stood steadfast, and your opinion on your involvement has not wavered.
Detective, you would do well not to anger my friends.
It was not my intention.
I'm trying to
I
get...
only want those responsible to be held accountable for their actions. The Major's death does not fall on one person alone. Does your position on Mademoiselle Elizabeth's guilt remain the same?
Even after all your attempts, Detective, Felix was still murdered. Self-defense or not, she chose to hide what she had done because she knew what she had done was wrong. And she will be punished for it.
Oh my god.
It was not choice to hide anything, madame. If in her position, I ask, what would you have done? The Major has already furiously thrown an object at you, barely missing your head, and now has hold of your arm.
I wonder if they're gonna let me do this over.
I wouldn't have driven a knife into him, that I can tell you for sure. She is no fool.
Get the fuck out of
She
here.
intended to kill, not to defend.
Not the first time the Major has shown certainly nature. Suggestive.
Quite presumptuous of you to assume violence is in his nature.
Putting my own feelings towards the Major aside, he was not an honorable man, at least at some time in his life. He must have been for you to allow him in your house for so many years.
Oh, got her.
So, even you confirm he had a history of aggression.
The major who was dishonorably dismissed from the British military. Are you aware why? He played the role of a caring friend very well, but that is all it was, a performance. Oh. Damn, Damn, what angle? The major was dishonorably... Nah, I don't know which way to go. What did I say to her last time? Oh yeah, his anger. I don't want to say it was all
I'm sure that is none of my business.
I knew she was gonna say that shit.
The Major shot and killed a number of unarmed prisoners as they were bound and terrified, posing no threat. His actions are unforgivable and should not be defended by anyone.
Damn.
You judge him so harshly, but I return the question. What would you have done in his position? He had made mistakes. I will not deny that. In those moments when a decision had to be made, it fell to him, and he did what he saw fit.
What other mistreatment that you've received from the major? You cannot justify that. Surely you cannot. Yeah, there you go, okay.
S'il te plaît, madame. I ask that you consider everything you know of the Major carefully.
He was not always like that. The man that I called a friend would never have done what he has.
He changed.
I cannot allow another innocent person to be punished for his vicious and barbarous behavior.
Barbaric.
Sorry, Poirot. But it looks like your favorite maid is going to pay the price for her crimes. And so she should.
It was
Damn
a
it.
valiant effort, Detective. But that girl will be punished for what she has done. She can be an example to anyone else that thinks they can get away with murder.
Your attempts to convince us of Elizabeth's innocence were certainly spirited, but alas, they have not been enough to save her. She will face the noose.
I knew that you had a cold heart, but never would I have expected to see you turn on a young girl so cruelly.
Excuse me?
She may have been the one that held the knife, but look at the monster that stood before her. It could not be clearer the type of man... No, I shall refrain from offending men everywhere. The type of creature that he was.
Man, you the blackmailer trying to... Alright, let me not even say nothing.
He bribed, he extorted, he murdered. And yet when he attacks a young girl and she does us a favor and stops him for good, she is punished.
I'm sorry, Margot, but I am struggling to understand why you have involved yourself in this affair.
Because that girl does not deserve your judgment. You should be ashamed of yourself. You all should be for allowing this to happen.
Countess, I have talked at length of the Major's death, but not the reason for my invitation in the first place. When I last gathered you all together, I spoke of a blackmail ring that was rife in the area, and then of the letter that the Major had received. Mademoiselle Angeline requested my help personally after she received such a letter threatening her family name. She felt I was the only one that could uncover the truth. And uncover the truth I have.
Get on with it, Detective. Who dared try and extort my family and then have the gall to allow me to welcome them into my home?
If it was not for the honesty of a young servant, I would perhaps still be looking for the...
For goodness sake, it was me.
Oh, she said, let me take my power back.
Margot, how could you?
While it looked as though the Countess was helping the young women at the shelter, she was in fact only finding them positions of employment in wealthy homes to gather information on them and learn secrets that she would ultimately be able to use against them. Monsieur da Silva fell victim to her network of moles and was in turn blackmailed. It was quite the prosperous setup you had, knowing that they would not be prepared to lose their social standing if a secret was to find its way from where it had been hidden for so long.
That cannot be true, Margot. How could you do such a cruel thing?
That is rich, coming from you.
You are one of my oldest friends.
High and mighty, Madame Van den Bosch.
Ooh.
You think you can do what you wish when you wish it, and there will be no repercussions.
Oh shit, people
You
don't
are
like
as
people
bad
like that.
as all of them.
Ooh.
If I do not get a straight answer out of you, I will march you to the police station myself.
Oh, she said she gonna snatch her up. Oh, let's get it. Cat fight? What? Meow. Meow. Y'all from meow 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 meow. Bitch. Meow. Okay, goddamn. It's about to be a cat fight. Get her. Bitch, she said you just like the rest of them. Ooh, and calling yourselves friends, y'all frenemies. She can't even believe it. This is what you really think of me? All this time?
I'm surprised it took the Major this long to start living with you. He must have been on the edge for some time.
Wow.
How dare you speak to me like that? In my own home.
A home you share with the father of your daughter for so many years, and she still remains none the wiser.
Oh shit. Is she here?
You have no right.
Maman,
Angeline? Have you heard what she has admitted to? She is merely trying to make herself...
is what she says true? Felix, he was my father?
Yeah, girl.
That is the secret that the letter was talking about, isn't it? You told me that we had nothing to hide. Detective Poirot, were you aware of this?
Only
Oui,
recently.
Mademoiselle. But it was not my place to repeat.
I don't understand. What about father?
Your mama betrayed the love of a good, honest man and played away behind his back, and then kept it hidden for all these years like a lady of the night with her clients.
Lady of the night. Oh my goodness. That's a goodie. Oldie but goodie.
Angeline, I...
Okay.
Did Felix know?
Yes.
This is not an appropriate conversation.
He knew, dear girl. He knew the whole time. It is only dear Edwin that was blind to their deceit.
Wow.
You will not talk of him like that. You will not talk of him at all.
If I don't, who will? You never deserved him.
What?
You don't even deserve the memory of him.
What?
Countess, there is something that you still have not explained.
What more is there for her to say?
How long were you in love with the Viscount for?
Oh shit.
Margot? Is that true?
Yeah,
We
girl.
were destined to be together. And then you turned up. And I was all but forgotten about.
But
If that's the
you
case, then
were
it wasn't
nothing
destiny,
more than
baby.
Friends?
Should've
And
moved
you made
on.
sure of that, didn't you? From the day you arrived, it was all about what you wanted and what you had to do to get it. You didn't consider Edwin at all. He was just a purse to you.
I loved my husband, and I miss him every day.
Loved him enough to stray?
Both of you, no more.
Please, Angeline, let me explain.
Maman, I do not wish to hear anything else from you.
Oh shit.
Not even your own daughter wants to hear your lies anymore. Cassandra Van den Bosch, all alone.
How dare you!
Hercule said, let me walk off right quick.
While I feel a sense of satisfaction and pride in solving both cases, there is still a part of me that is reluctant to revel in triumph. I am content with the unmasking of Comtesse de Vos as the blackmailer, and knowing that she will pay for her crimes. But it is the justice for Mademoiselle Elizabeth that worries me. She will stand in a court of law, and I can only hope that they can see she acted in self-defense. I must trust that our legal system and justice will prevail, and a fair sentencing will be given. In protecting her own life, she took the life of another. Perhaps the guilt she must live with is a greater punishment than any sentence she can receive.
Mm-hmm.
Countess de Vos was taken from Nemozinet House in cuffs and placed under arrest.
Wow.
Although she initially tried to plead her innocence, Inge, along with a number of other girls that the Countess had found employment for, came forward and made full statements.
Wow.
She was charged with 5 counts of blackmail and extortion and sent to a house of corrections, where she will have a new life to become accustomed to.
Oh,
Monsieur
Archibald.
Sterling and Mademoiselle Rihanna were also reprimanded for their participation. While they may not be facing time in prison, tampering with a crime scene and obstruction of a police investigation are certainly not something that houses and new employers will look positively on.
True. Very true.
Mademoiselle Angeline finally became Madame Demire, and together they took up residence in England, where Monsieur Demire continues to support and fight for fairness and equality in London.
Okay.
I am happy to say that we have remained in contact, and Madame Demire has become a regular correspondent of mine. And the latest joyous news is that they are expecting a child of their own.
Wow.
After Madame Vandenbosch's secret was revealed to the world, her position in the social hierarchy was no more, disappearing in a moment. While she still resides in Belgium, I believe she has had to adapt to a far more modest way of life.
Wow.
A humbling experience for her, I am sure.
Wow.
Madame Demire has not mentioned her maman in a single letter. After the discovery of her real father and how she had been lied to for so many years, I am not surprised if her departure from Belgium was somewhat an act of separation from her maman. Mademoiselle Conrad left Nemozinet House the same way she entered, confident in herself and audacious in her opinions. Her report of the Major's murder at the house and the surrounding blackmails became one of the most talked about stories of the year. While there were certain details of her own involvement that did not make it to print, she was really quite complimentary about the detective at the heart of the case.
Oh, okay, good,
Monsieur
bitch.
da Silva tried to continue in his position as factory owner and business entrepreneur, but after his accounts and business dealings were investigated following the details of his blackmail being made public in Mademoiselle Conrad's article, his illustrious business empire began to crumble and is now facing an international corporate investigation.
What?
Monsieur Becker stepped down from his position as union leader, accepting that he was no longer fit to represent the workforce that, in his words, he had let down on a scale of unmeasurable proportion. Although he is no longer the voice of the workers, he continues to support them from behind the scenes.
Okay.
Monsieur Zachariah and his brother made amends, and returning to his family home, and after sobering up, he was able to find the help that he required. I understand that he is now helping fellow soldiers with similar conditions.
Oh.
And
That's
Mademoiselle
good.
Elizabeth. She stood before a court and was found guilty of second-degree murder.
Oh no.
She was sentenced to time in a female correctional house on the outskirts of the city. Alone in a foreign country with no friends or family for support, it will certainly be a hard life for her there. Her mental and physical strength will surely be tested to their limits, but she could not go unpunished. Without repercussions, we would become a society of animals.
Damn, I wonder if I think I messed up. Damn it.
The death of Elizabeth's beloved Luc has been at the center of everything. Had those in positions to help not acted with only themselves in mind, perhaps he would still be alive today, and the Major would have paid the price for his own crimes in the eyes of the law, not at the blade of a knife. The blood of Major Felix Egan will remain on Elizabeth's hands. A stain that wherever she is and whatever she may do, she will never be able to wash clean. A However, it will remain as a reminder to not only her, but all of us, of what we as human beings are capable of to protect ourselves. We all have something that may be considered shameful or sinful, and it is how we deal with it that shows our true character. Those involved in the riots, the workers' deaths, and the Major's killing believed themselves to be untouchable. Whether it was from their social standing or their confidence in themselves, they learned that everyone is accountable for their actions. There is no exemption because of the suit you wear or the money in your bank account. There is no price to a man's life. It cannot be bought or traded or discarded. No man is better than another, including Detective Hercule Poirot.
Okay. Okay. Damn, so this is it, y'all. Well, the game was good. I feel like I messed up. If I could have gotten them all to confess their parts, I think Elizabeth would have been out. She didn't deserve it. Yeah, she was snooping, but he grabbed her. He threw something at her and grabbed her. He could have literally, it would have been her body instead of his that we found. You know what I'm saying? And if I could have convinced all of them and made them confess their roles in it, they probably would have came forward as witnesses and, you know, spoke for her at least, not as witnesses, but at least, you know, and she probably wouldn't have served that time. I felt like I did Elizabeth a injustice, man. She loses him and then she get caught snooping trying to prove the person that did it to Luke, you know, and then she got to defend herself against this big, strong military man that's committed, you know, crimes against humanity, really. I mean, damn, circumstances. I hate it for her. I might have to come back and play. I wonder if it's, I might have to look more into this game and see if it's outcome based. And yeah, because I feel bad, y'all. I feel bad. I really do. I feel like I could have, yeah, I think if I would have did everybody right, like the last part, I would have been able to get, yeah, I don't think she would have served that time. I think she would have got like a slap on the wrist maybe, but that would have been it, being for the fact that she was snooping. But, you know, damn, I feel bad for Elizabeth especially. Damn, that's like a triple whammy because she loses her friend Florette, then she loses her husband to the same people. She stayed, and you know what the part of Elizabeth's problem is? She stayed. But she didn't know about the mayor's situation, but she knew about her friend Florette. And maybe she should have looked for another job somewhere else. But yeah, oh man, Jackie got off scot-free, you know, even though she played a role too, man. It really comes down to your moves, circumstances, everything. It comes down to decisions. And despite your circumstances, this is about law. The world, law. No matter, you know, what your circumstances are, law, you know, you got to think law, you know, damn. All right, if I do this, then what do I do? But man, the game was amazing. They do have other ones. I think I am going to get those in the future. Shout out to Agatha Christie for this wonderful game. I think it's great. Honestly, great, especially for somebody like me. I love mysteries. I love unraveling things. So this definitely was a wonderful journey for me, a wonderful gaming journey for me. And I'm looking forward to the next one. I can't wait, you guys. I really can't. I'm going to get the other ones. And now we're going to start on a new game. If you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comment section. If you want to contribute, the Cash App is Journey of Sins. And if you want to join the Patreon, it is Journeys, I believe. Hold on, give me just a second. I just started all these. Yeah, it's Journey Gaming. That's the Patreon. You can join for $5 a month, and I appreciate everything. Like I said, all the support, you guys. I'm just starting out. There is no monetization, so yeah. In order to grow the channel and be able to do stuff and give back, I would really like to, you know, support and yeah. And let's all have fun on this gaming journey. But man, tell me what y'all thought down in the comment section about the game, man, because. Woo! And shout out to everybody that's here because this is the second game I've played on my channel. So I'm definitely elated about that. yeah, I can't wait to play. We're definitely gonna get the rest of them. I think we're gonna go ahead and get the rest of these Agatha Christie games. I do enjoy them, and we can play these in between other games and stuff like that. Like I said, I got some stuff I'm setting up for the Patreon, but man, this game is it was especially like certain parts was really hitting home for me. It really was. Like, I was just recently betrayed by somebody that I really considered man, a really good friend. And I tell you what, man, we really went at it. We were arguing, and oh my goodness, it was, yeah. But I tell you, life will take you on a journey. It really will. And you will discover things about people that you never would have thought they'd do. Never in a million, thousand, million, quadrillion, zillion years, okay? But thank you all. I hope you all enjoyed your Thanksgiving. I'll be seeing you all soon. I really do appreciate everybody for stopping by again. You know, hold on, we loading. Let me see. I don't know how much time I have left on this, so okay. And now I can start a new game. So I might play this again. Yeah, I might play this again, but I know we're definitely going to get the other Agatha Christie games, okay? But thank you all for stopping by, and check it out. Play it for yourself. Tell me what you think. Yeah, let me know. See y'all soon. Everybody stay blessed.